Yo, what's up guys, my name's Hakiii and these are the best vehicles to use in free roam. It's going to be a really cool combination of both really fun to use vehicles and really useful vehicles. So we're going to have some pretty special vehicles in this video. The first one is one of the most enjoyable vehicles I've ever used in GTA Online. That's going to be the Future Shock Issy. If you want to buy this thing, just go into the Arena War website. Let's go in there, upgradable vehicles, and then buy the Issy Classic, and then inside of the Arena Workshop you would upgrade it. Okay, you know what? Let's test out the first feature on this guy that's just drifting around GTA Online right now. So the scoop on the front of it is actually very useful because this vehicle actually has a really cool jump boost when you press down on the left stick. So what I like to do is go up to this vehicle, use the jump boost, and then we could just try to flip him over like that, even though I just flipped over myself on accident. Let's go ahead and try it again. So you go up to a vehicle, use the jump boost, and then you could flip over pretty much any vehicle you want. You can get this jump boost on any arena vehicle, but the Issy Classic is really cool because it also has a laser firing machine gun on the top of it. As you can see, you can use it by pressing LB or L1 on PlayStation, and it's got spikes on it, so if you happen to run over another player, they immediately die touching these spikes on the car. There's two different ways GTA Online players usually react to being flipped over. They either really enjoy it or they become hostile and try to kill you after. It's also somewhat explosive resistant, so it takes a couple rockets to blow this one up. I'm not sure about other Arena War vehicles, but I bet they're probably the same. Why is everyone drifting in GTA Online today? Come here, let me flip you. Oh my gosh, that was insane. He went absolutely flying. Okay, now he's gonna be hostile because I actually like destroyed his car. You know what? This guy's actually super chill. I thought he'd get mad because I basically destroyed his vehicle now. Can I flip him in the water? That would actually be insane. Go in the water, bro. Yes! We got him in the water. No way, we actually got him in the water. How did he not drown? I thought this was deep water. Let me jump over. Let me try to drown this. I'm gonna drown myself. Oh no, let me get out of here quick. I think we got him. Yes, we got him. Let's go. He's gonna shoot me. He's gonna shoot me with an explosive pistol. You got the point of it. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Next awesome free roam vehicle is one that has not only a jump boost, but also a rocket boost on the back of it. And very little vehicles in GTA Online actually have both boosts on one vehicle. It's very rare to see. And the combination of both of them is honestly super fun to use. So you would press down on the left stick to activate the jump boost, and then A or X on PlayStation to activate the speed boost. And it would look something like this. And the speed boost actually lasts for a pretty long time, so you can absolutely go flying to a whole nother area of the map almost. It's really fun for stunting. It's also got homing missiles and a machine gun on it, so it's completely weaponized. Nice car, man. Let me show off what my vehicle could do that yours can't do. You also want to point your vehicle upwards before using the speed boost, otherwise you're just going to be going forwards instead of up. Once you get the hang of these, you can actually make this vehicle super efficient when going around the map. I believe this rocket boost is also the longest lasting rocket boost out of any vehicle in the game. Come here, ramp buggy. Oh my gosh, that was sick. Both a vehicle and a business in one. You can call it in through service vehicles, so let's go ahead and request the Acid Lab, which you can unlock through the Freak Shop property. You unlock the property for completely free by going in the R icon in Sandy Shores. Here is the beautiful Brickade. So the Brickade 6x6, again, you unlock it for completely free. If you want to upgrade it into the Acid Lab, so you actually have a business inside of it, that's going to cost you 750k, which is still very cheap, especially for such a good vehicle with a ton of armor. It takes so many missiles to blow this thing up. One of the most armored vehicles in the game, and it's extremely heavy. And with the scoop on the front of the vehicle, you can get other vehicles to go flying, including the APC tank. Let me try to ram into them. You can even make relatively large vehicles go flying as well. It's literally like bowling pins. Street cars are super easy to get out the way. Let me ram this APC real quick. There you go. Boom. It is way stronger than the APC tank even. Next one is going to be a bit of a different vehicle in the exact opposite of the Brickade. We're going to be using the RC Bandido, so let's go into manage vehicles, remote control vehicles, and here is the RC Bandido. We just spawned inside of a streetcar. Anyway, as long as we're inside of this thing, our character is completely invisible and just disappears off the map, and we are completely off the radar as long as we're inside of this thing. Great for top secret missions, and it's actually really fun because it's got a little jump boost as well. We can actually knock some players over with this thing, and the only way people sense that we're coming is by hearing it. It takes a few explosives to blow this RC car up, which is kind of surprising, not gonna lie. The main use of this thing is to actually eliminate other people though, even though you can have a lot of fun with it. So if you hold LB or L1 on PlayStation, you can actually detonate this thing so it explodes next to someone, and if you're close enough, you are going to be able to eliminate them. So let's see if I could get purple with this thing. And let's go. So we blew up a streetcar, which actually blew up the other player. There's also the RC tank, which in my opinion is a little less good. It's a much slower vehicle, a bit harder to maneuver, but the only thing better with it is the jump boost is a lot higher. And I guess you can also say that the laser firing machine gun is much better than no gun at all in the RC Bandido. So honestly, being inside of this thing is almost like being in God mode, because oh my gosh, that was actually insane. It takes a couple missiles to blow this thing up, and cops don't really use missiles, so even though you have the cops on you after firing with this thing, they can't really do anything about it because you're pretty much invincible from the cops, I would say, but not from online players. If it's a new player, most likely they're going to be confused what in the world this tiny RC car is doing next to them. A really useful vehicle you want to be using is an Amani Tech upgradable vehicle. One of the best options for an Amani Tech car is the Omnis EGT. One, because it has the armor plating on the side of the vehicle, giving your car way more armor, and it takes a couple missiles to blow it up instead of blowing up instantly if you get hit with a missile, and it's got the missile lock-on jammer that you can put on it so no weaponized vehicle can lock onto you. Really necessary in lobbies that have a bunch of oppressors and weaponized vehicles. Probably the best option for a safe vehicle that you can use in the game, because on top of being very safe, they're also a really good performing vehicle. A lot of them are sports and supercars, so they're very fast and have some great handling. The missile lock-on jammer is by far the most popular option, but the remote control unit basically makes this vehicle act like an RC Bandido, just as a full-size car. So you're gonna turn completely invisible like with the RC Bandido and the RC tank, and riding around in this thing completely off the radar with pretty much no driver in it, since you're using it completely remotely. Out of the two oppressors, it's pretty clear which one is more useful, but I would argue the Oppressor Mark 1 is actually a lot more enjoyable to ride around, just because it's a gliding vehicle rather than a flying vehicle like the Mark 2. We can press down on the left stick to use the rocket boost, and then just point your vehicle upwards to go up, but to reload the rocket boost you actually have to be touching a surface, then it could finally recharge and you could use it again. It actually does take some skill to use this thing, unlike the Mark II, which I mean it's just flying around, but you could do flips with this thing. It does maneuver pretty slowly, so you definitely have to get the hang of it, but it's definitely one of the most enjoyable vehicles in the history of GTA 5 Online. Another really good vehicle for free roam is an HSW vehicle, specifically the Banshee GTS. One of the newer vehicles in the game holds the record for the fastest top speed, and considering it's super fast, it's still got some decent handling, which is kind of surprising, because usually if a car is ridiculously fast like this one, Rockstar usually says to themselves, we gotta sacrifice some of the handling, otherwise it's gonna be too perfect. Another good option is the Hakiii drag motorcycle, but they're gonna be pretty expensive, but if you have the money, an HSW vehicle is necessary, as it's one of the best ways to get around the map, especially around the city. Now that you know the best free roam vehicles, click the video on screen now for the best vehicles under different budgets. I hope you all enjoy that video, and peace.